Hey everyone, Kedar here. Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the most up-to-date, insightful, and impactful information to help you stay ahead. In today's video, we're diving deep into an eye-opening topic that could potentially reshape your financial landscape. Imagine this, a 63.6% increase in your Social Security benefits. Whether you're receiving retirement, disability, SSDI survivors, spousal, or SSI benefits, this boost could dramatically improve your quality of life. But what does this really mean for your finances, and how could it impact you? We're breaking it all down for you, so stick around. Let me ask you a quick question before we dive in. If your benefits increase by over 63%, what would you do with the extra money? Take a moment to picture the possibilities in easier life, financial stability, or perhaps fulfilling long-awaited dreams. It's not just hypothetical. Understanding this topic is crucial, so let's get started. To grasp the magnitude of a 63.6% increase, we need to start with some context. Over the past few decades, inflation has significantly eroded the purchasing power of your dollars. Prices for essential goods and services, everything from groceries to healthcare, have risen sharply, making it harder to stretch your money as far as it once could go. Imagine how much more comfortable life would be with hundreds or even thousands of extra dollars each month. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a crucial conversation about financial fairness and sustainability. A 63.6% increase in benefits could mean more than just a financial cushion. It could be the difference between choosing affordable healthcare options and having to forego necessary treatments. It might mean not having to choose between heating your home in the winter and buying groceries. For others, it could mean finally taking that long overdue vacation or paying off lingering debts that have created constant stress. These are real-world implications that highlight the importance of understanding and advocating for meaningful change in how benefits are calculated and adjusted. Let's rewind a few decades. Think about how much a dollar could buy when you were younger compared to now. Back then, a single dollar had considerable value. Today, it might barely buy a pack of gum. This loss of purchasing power is due to inflation, which measures the rising costs of goods and services over time. Inflation doesn't just impact your day-to-day expenses, it also directly affects the value of your benefits. While prices have risen by an average of 144.5% over the last 30 years, Social Security benefits have only increased by 81% during the same period. That's a glaring 63.6% gap, which translates to a significant shortfall for beneficiaries. Understanding inflation is crucial when considering its impact on your finances. Over time, as prices increase and your benefits fail to keep pace, the gap grows wider. This gap isn't just an inconvenience, it's a fundamental issue affecting the financial health of millions of individuals. Many seniors find themselves cutting back on essentials or relying on credit to cover basic needs. This growing divide between income and expenses demonstrates why addressing the shortfall is more important than ever. This 63.6% gap represents more than just numbers. It's a real and pressing issue that impacts millions of people on fixed incomes. While annual cost of living adjustments, COLAs, are designed to help your benefits keep pace with inflation, they often fall short. For instance, if inflation rises by 5% but your COL only increases your benefits by 3%, you've effectively lost 2% of your purchasing power. Over decades, these small discrepancies add up to a significant shortfall, leaving many struggling to make ends meet. For retirees and individuals receiving disability benefits, this gap can mean the difference between financial stability and hardship. It's not just about keeping up with inflation. It's about preserving dignity and ensuring that those who rely on these benefits can lead fulfilling lives. A 63.6% increase in benefits wouldn't just close the gap, it would restore a level of financial security that many haven't experienced in years. COLAs are calculated using the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, CPI-W, while this index tracks general price changes. It doesn't always reflect the actual spending patterns of Social Security beneficiaries, particularly seniors. For example, retirees often spend more on healthcare, which has seen higher inflation rates than other categories. Despite proposals to switch to the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, CPI-A, which could better represent seniors' expenses, the underlying issue remains: COLAs haven't kept up with real-world price increases. This discrepancy is why the gap has widened so significantly over time. To better understand the shortcomings of COLAs, consider this. The CPI-W is heavily influenced by expenses common among working-age adults, such as transportation and apparel, which might not be as relevant to retirees. Conversely, the CPI-E focuses more on healthcare and housing, two categories where seniors often spend the most. However, even this switch may not entirely solve the problem. The fundamental issue lies in ensuring that COLAs reflect actual living costs to prevent the erosion of benefits. One of the most significant factors contributing to this gap is the compounding effect of small annual shortfalls. Imagine this: if inflation rises by 1.5% annually, but your benefits only increase by 1.2%, the difference may seem negligible at first. However, over 20 or 30 years, these tiny gaps compound into a massive deficit. This negative compounding means that even modest discrepancies accumulate to significantly reduce your purchasing power over time. It's like a slow leak in a tire, not immediately noticeable, but eventually debilitating. Let's break it down further. Suppose this pattern continues for decades. While each year's shortfall might be fractions of a percentage point, by the time beneficiaries realize the full extent of this erosion, they're often left with benefits that barely cover their basic needs. This silent erosion is why addressing these small annual discrepancies is so critical to ensuring long-term financial stability. So, what would it take to close this 63.6% gap? For starters, more accurate and realistic methods of calculating COLAs are essential. Shifting to an index like the CPI-E could better align adjustments with actual expenses. Additionally, policymakers need to explore options for one-time benefit increases to make up for years of shortfalls. While a sudden 63.6% increase is unlikely, incremental changes could provide much-needed relief for beneficiaries. Another potential solution involves introducing supplemental adjustments specifically targeted at addressing the gap. For example, a one-time boost to benefits or a phased increase over several years could help restore purchasing power. Additionally, raising awareness about this issue can prompt lawmakers to prioritize reform. Ensuring that COLAs are accurately calculated and consistently applied is a key step in protecting the financial security of current and future beneficiaries. With inflation reaching multi-decade highs in recent years, the gap between rising prices and stagnant benefits has become even more pronounced. For many, this isn't just an economic issue, it's a question of survival. Higher prices for essentials like food, housing, and medical care disproportionately affect those on fixed incomes. Addressing this gap isn't just about fairness, it's about ensuring financial stability and dignity for millions of Americans. The timing is critical. As more people enter retirement and rely on fixed incomes, the challenges associated with inflation will only grow. Addressing the gap now can prevent future generations from experiencing the same financial struggles. By taking proactive measures, we can create a system that better supports beneficiaries and ensures that Social Security remains a reliable safety net. Understanding these issues is the first step toward meaningful change. By staying informed and advocating for more equitable policies, we can push for solutions that address the root causes of this shortfall. Whether it's supporting legislative changes, raising awareness, or simply staying engaged in conversations about Social Security, every action matters. Consider reaching out to policymakers and expressing your concerns about the inadequacy of COLAs. Join advocacy groups that focus on improving Social Security benefits, and share your experiences to help highlight the real-world impact of these issues. Together, we can work toward creating a system that reflects the true cost of living and protects the financial well-being of all beneficiaries. In conclusion, the 63.6% gap in Social Security benefits isn't just a statistic. It's a stark reminder of how inflation and inadequate adjustments have eroded financial security for millions. While immediate solutions may not be on the horizon, understanding the issue empowers you to take action and advocate for change. Imagine a future where your benefits truly reflect the rising costs of living, a future where financial stability is within reach. As always, thank you for tuning in, and if you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can stay informed and work toward a brighter financial future. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.